So the first project presentation that we have is around Anam Cara House. And I've got to say this is, I feel quite personally connected to this project in that I'm a huge supporter of Anam Cara House and the new facility that's being developed here in Geelong out on the campus at Deakin University. It's an extraordinary a facility, but it's an extraordinary thing that we can do in our community, and that is making end-of-life care something that's done with dignity and with grace. And now I would like to, so that you can understand a little bit more about this project, introduce to you the Anam Cara House Geelong project. It is about supporting the growth of volunteer programs for the new Anam Cara facility.
Thank you, Roxie. Welcome, everyone. Our team is very excited to have this opportunity to talk about Anam Cara House, the service it provides to our community and how we've been part of it this year. Most importantly, by the end of this presentation, we hope you'll be thinking about volunteering for this wonderful organisation. Our team is made up of Lauren, Geraldine, Jayne, Emmy and myself, Alex. Now, I'm going to paint a picture for you and it may bring up some difficult emotions. So please just place yourself in this picture as best you can. At one stage in your life, you may be confronted with the fact that someone you love will become terminally ill. And maybe some of you have already experienced this. With utmost respect and sensitivity for your personal experiences, we invite you to consider someone you love becoming terminally ill. How would you feel? How would you cope? If this person wanted to spend their final moments at home, would they be able to? What if they lived on their own? If you were caring for this person and became exhausted or burnt out, where would you turn for support, information and care yourself? Well, imagine if there was an organisation that exists solely to look after your loved ones in the way you would at home. Imagine if this place looked after not only the terminally ill, but also their families and carers. Imagine as a carer or family member receiving invaluable support and information during a very challenging time. Well, this organisation does exist and it's right here in Geelong. Anam Cara House is one of our greatest and most valuable assets. It was founded by Diane Wright, a local family and bereavement counsellor who watched as families struggled to care for their loved ones at home. Anam Cara House was created to care for terminally ill guests in a home-like environment, while also supporting families and carers. I'll now hand over to Lauren to talk about our project.
So today I will share an overview of the work we have been doing with Anam Cara to develop a volunteer recruitment framework. We will then use our time to promote the volunteering opportunity. And we will do this by providing some more context on the need for volunteers and also provide an overview of the roles that are available. Lastly, we'll share why we think this work is so important, and we will invite you to consider how you may be able to contribute. So the work at Anam Cara is underpinned by the assistance of dedicated volunteers who work alongside nursing and medical staff. Our project is linked to the major expansion that Anam Cara are in the process of, which will see them move out to a new facility at Deakin Warm Ponds. This will also see a need for their volunteer base to grow from currently 70 up to around 150 once fully operational. The volunteer recruitment framework is designed to sustainably grow and diversify the volunteer base. Our project methodology has involved a process of background research and stakeholder engagement with key employees and volunteers. The framework identifies key priority areas to not only increase, but also importantly, to retain volunteer participation. The Volunteer Framework and Action Plan is available on the web, and we invite you to have a read when you have an opportunity. A key highlight for us this year has been able to assist Anam Cara with starting to implement some of the actions from the framework. This has included having discussions with Deakin and other local organisations to start partnership discussions. Today is also an opportunity for us to continue activating the framework, and we'll be doing this by promoting the volunteering opportunity. I'll now hand over to Geraldine, who will provide more of an overview on the new facility and provide further context on the needs for more volunteers.
Thank you, Lauren. There's been an increasing need and demand for Anam Cara services in Geelong. This has resulted in Anam Cara expanding and moving to a new 20-bed facility at Deakin Warren Ponds. This is being built right now and is due for completion in February next year. Once completed, this will be an incredible achievement for Anam Cara and the people of Geelong. The project will see Anam Cara as leaders in community palliative support services, providing best practice, and is unique to Australia. The new facility is architecturally designed for purpose, built to a hospital standard, but will still feel like you're at home. Each room at the new facility is large enough so that family can stay overnight and visit, and other amenities will include a spiritual room, hydrotherapy bath, shared living and dining areas, landscaped Indigenous gardens, outdoor seating and walking paths. Anam Cara has partnered with Deakin in this world-leading initiative to develop teaching and research agreements. From its foundation as a community-led and partnering project, Anam Cara continues on this remarkable journey and to realise the incredible strength that is the Geelong community. I'd now like to hand over to Jayne to tell you more about volunteering.
Thanks, Geraldine. Anam Cara supports its volunteers with comprehensive palliative care training. Volunteers gain valuable hands-on experience, develop new skills, and work in a rich and rewarding environment. There are a wide variety of roles, and volunteers are supported to contribute in ways that they feel most comfortable. Some may like to offer assistance with transporting guests, preparing meals, or assisting in the gardens, whereas others may prefer to help with overnight stays, day hospice, or even end-of-life care. The volunteer program will be expanded to more than double and include a range of new roles, while also diversifying its volunteer profile. A key partner to assist with promoting volunteer opportunities is Deakin University, with staff committing to actions that have been included in the volunteer recruitment framework, ensuring the partnership remains active into the future. Anam Cara are supportive of any assistance they may receive. They'll find a way for any body or organisation to contribute, whether it be for a few hours a year, a few hours a week, or even becoming an ambassador or endorsing your own workplace volunteer program to support your staff to volunteer with Anam Cara. Anam Cara do not provide care to patients, rather they care for guests. I'd like to share with you now a few words from Lisa, one of Anam Cara's guests. The comfort they give me, the love and the care is real and goes above their role of duty. Every time I go home, everyone notices the difference in me. They see how relaxed I am and restored. I always look forward to my respite days, as I know I'll have rest, peace, a laugh, and especially love from all the staff and volunteers at Anam Cara. Further, as Tom Hawkins, Anam Cara's ambassador, would say, we can't change the outcome, but we can positively impact the journey. The end-of-life journey deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning of life. For each of us in our team, when we learned about Anam Cara, there was something that resonated. Whether this was universal or more deeply personal, the work at Anam Cara do struck a chord. For myself, just prior to my Leaders for Geelong journey, my father became unwell and eventually died from pulmonary fibrosis. While the possibility of a lung transplant gave my dad and our family a glimmer of hope, this soon faded as his disease progressed and he was taken off the lung transplant list. As my father said to me that day, "Love, I'm buggered." As our family navigated the medical system, this time was filled with feelings of uncertainty, hopelessness, sheer frustration, and immense sadness. I can only imagine how this time would have been different if we had had the care, understanding, and support of an organisation such as Anam Cara.
Thank you, Jayne, for sharing your heartfelt experience. Anam Cara House cares that the end-of-life journey is respectful and a celebration of life. Anam Cara means soul friend, and it speaks to a type of connection that goes far beyond the physical and emotional. A bond that is spiritual and celebrates life and its most meaningful moments. Anam Cara House elevates end-of-life care far beyond the traditional approach and offers its unique services for us here in Geelong. And as a community, we need to support this asset that has been gifted to us for families in need in our region. We invite you to assist them to continue this incredible community-led service that offers safe and secure respite for anyone. The importance of volunteering to our social cohesion and personal sense of well-being should not be underestimated. And there has never been a more important time than now to get involved and help in your community. Imagine if you or your organisation could make a profound impact on a terminally ill person's life by just dedicating a few hours of your time or supporting workplace volunteers. Imagine if you could inspire 3 others to become involved and each of those inspire another 3. How many families' lives would be enriched by just being there for them in whatever role you feel comfortable in their time of need? Contributing even the smallest amount to help terminally ill people, their carers and families is an invaluable experience and one we can assure you will leave a lasting impact not only on their lives but on your life too. Our project team is honoured to have connected with and been a part of Anam Cara House, and we invite all of you now to consider how you can become a part of this incredible organisation. All you need to do is simply click on the QR code to register your interest and see where it can take you. You and your organisation can make a difference today.
Now imagine you're a volunteer and you've made a major positive impact on someone's life. How does that make you feel? How do you think it would make the family you've helped feel? So please take up this call to action and contribute to an organisation that respects the end-of-life journey and celebrates each person's wonderful life. Thank you.
Well, that's awesome, guys. You know, it's really, when you hear a personal story, it really does make it so much more impactful. And I know that my relationship with Anam Cara has been strengthened over the time because I think about, for those who may not be aware, when I was somewhat younger, about 35, I was diagnosed with breast cancer and my kids were just 1 and 4. And I remember thinking at the time that I didn't want to be at home if I was going to pass. And I didn't want my kids to have to say goodbye to me in a hospital. And fortunately, that was something that didn't come to pass at that time. And so for me, the thoughts of what Anam Cara can do for our community are very, very heartfelt. And I think that we're a graceful community when we can say goodbye to people in such a special way. So if you can support Anam Cara, I really do urge you to.